Thoughts on this afternoon then, Alex?
A raw one. Probably could have gone either way, couldn't it? Credit to them, they're a decent side, aren't they? Just two lapses in concentration from us, really. Obviously, we've scored, and then I think the ball comes out of the right back slot too easily, from my point of view, and then Coop's not tight enough to him, lets him get the cross in, and obviously the score, and then just not reacts to the second ball on the corner from the goal. And I said to Triggs, I said, I thought you cursed us, because actually he said we were defending set pieces very well before the game, and then we obviously conceded that. And then second half, huffed and puffed a little bit, had some opportunities, but nothing clear cut, I would say. But all in all, I think my opinion would be there's two good teams on there, and they've had a good go, and it was a good fixture.
Yeah, it was tight. There was never much between the two sides at all, and it was a real arm wrestle at times, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and there was a lot of second balls in the middle of the park, and actually both teams got in behind each other quite a lot actually. And I think I heard one of the players shout that they thought it was like a basketball game, and it was really. It was very end to end, wasn't it? And look, unfortunately, we're just coming out on the wrong side of some of these tight games at the minute. And I think at some point we'll get the luck of the draw, and we'll get there. But we're carrying injuries and things like that, and we're not getting. I mean, we're not getting the personnel out there that we'd want to be out there all the time, and actually we've got lads going out there and doing a job who actually are injured. I mean, I'd no way I'd have got Chris back as soon as he has been if I wasn't absolutely desperate. Reg is playing injured, so yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll be able to rest a few up, and we've got a week now, haven't we, which is a positive. We can hopefully get some of them back fit for the game after, but it's not an excuse in terms of injuries, because I do appreciate that every club's got injuries, but we're certainly carrying a few at the minute.
And that was what I was going to lead into, really. We've got a week now without a game, and then another week before the next. So in effect, we can have pretty much 2 weeks where we can get a little bit of rest, and hopefully some of these guys a little bit fitter. Not necessarily fit, but fit enough to be playing a full part.
Yeah, it's not. I don't want us to be like a wounded animal. We've got lads that are fit to play, but how match fit they are is also a different matter, isn't it? And actually training and games and things like that actually will only benefit them. And some of the lads that have been playing week in, week out are tired because they've been having to play game after game after game. So look, we'll rest people up, we'll get the fitness into the ones that we need to, and we're going to take that into Dudley the week after. And actually, I know our league form is not where we want it to be, but we've got an awful lot of games in hand now on teams around us. We've only lost 3 of 10 fixtures, so it's not like we're at panic stations, is it, in any capacity. Would I have wanted to convert some of those draws into wins? Yeah, but ultimately, if you just after 10 games you would have only lost 2, 3, I'd have said, well, yeah, I'll take that, because that's ultimately where we want to be. And if we can get 2, 3, 4, 5 wins together, and all of a sudden it looks a bit better, doesn't it, for us? And I'm a firm advocate and believer of, you don't get too high when you're winning, and you don't get too low when you're losing. And I'm not low about where we are now. We've had a draw and a win in the league in our last 2 games. And yes, we've lost in the last 2 cup competitions, but ultimately the league's our bread and butter, and the league's where we want to be. Did we want to go far in the Vase? Yes, of course we did. But actually, we're not a million miles away with a couple of results from where we want to be. And actually, our 10-game period before Christmas last year, where we were unbeaten and we won, I think, 8 and drew 2 in that period, that was why we were in the playoffs that year. So I just said to the boys in there, we've still got 24 league games left. If we can put a run together in that time, it doesn't matter whether you get in there on the 16th of April or whether you get in there on the 16th of October. It doesn't matter. As long as we're in there at the end, that's all that matters.
And Dudley will be a good challenge for us next week. They're always there or thereabouts. Hard working side, so it's a good challenge for us.
Yeah, very similar side to ourselves really. A lot of similar players that have knocked around this level for a while. A couple have come down. Tails is there now. Obviously Harry Crook's there. A couple of players that have gone and tried. Obviously Tails has played a lot higher, but played a lot higher and come back down. And that's like some of our boys. So it'll be a good game. Obviously we know it'll be a tough game, but hopefully we're due one against them. We've had a couple on the wrong side recently, haven't we? So fingers crossed we can get that.
Great, we go again. Cheers on.